In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 29, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Islanders versus Columbus Blue Jackets. The New York Islanders face the Columbus Blue Jackets, with both teams looking to improve in the middle of promising seasons. The Islanders have won 28 of their 64 games but have lost back-to-back games, while Blue Jackets have won 32 of their 66 games and have lost back-to-back games in overtime. Both teams are looking to improve in the Metropolitan Division and make a late-season push for the playoffs, and the upcoming game should be a good one as a result. On the season, the Columbus Blue Jackets have a per-game scoring differential of minus 0.45. Things haven't gone any better at home, as they are losing home games by an average of minus 0.78 goals. As the Columbus Blue Jackets get set to take on the Islanders, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 1-4. During this stretch, they have scored 13 goals, accounting for 36% of the scoring in these contests. The New York Islanders are still a tough team to figure out due to their inconsistency, but I believe they're the more talented team here overall, and they have been great recently in the favorite role. The Columbus Blue Jackets are coming off a rough week, and they simply don't win enough in the underdog role. Look for New York to take advantage of playing a struggling Columbus unit, so the New York Islanders money line is our full game side pick. The Blue Jackets have a great offense, and both forward units look to step up and find the back of the net throughout the game. The Islanders should create plenty of scoring chances against a Blue Jackets defense that is allowing 3.7 goals per game, with Brock Nelson, Anders Lee, and the rest of the forward unit establishing a strong offensive zone presence and finding open shots with great puck movement. The Blue Jackets, who average 3.21 goals per game, should run up the score with Patrick Lane, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Jock Ryslovic, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the odd man rush and creating open shots with great passes in the offensive zone, while Zach Werenski and Adam Bokvis pick apart the Islanders' defense from the blue line. The over has hit twice as many times as the under in Columbus games this season. The majority of those overs hit at home. While Islanders games have hit more unders than overs this season, the over hits more on the road. To replicate this game, the combined over-under record of Columbus home games with New York road games is 40 to 21 to 3. In their last 5 home games, Blue Jackets overs are 5-1. Pair Columbus' strong offense with their weak goal prevention, and that's why games at Nationwide Arena this season average 7.03 goals. Where the Islanders typically struggle in scoring and excel in preventing offense, they have scored 9 goals in their last 3 games and allowed 12. That average of 7 total goals per game looks like it should hold true against a Columbus team that is prone to high total games. This should be a high-scoring game controlled by both offenses. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Ottawa Senators versus Nashville Predators. It's an interconference clash between teams in opposite situations in relation to the playoff race in the Music City. The Ottawa Senators are on the road as they travel to face the Nashville Predators Tuesday night. Ottawa comes in off a 4-3 shootout loss at home to Florida in their previous contest Saturday night. Nashville rallied to knock off Philadelphia 5-4 at home Sunday evening in their most recent contest. In the last 10 meetings, the Predators own a commanding 7-0-3 advantage, including a 3-2 home victory in the most recent matchup back on February 25, 2020. The offense has been good for Nashville lately. The Predators have scored 3 goals or more in 8 out of the last 10 games, and they rank 12th in goals per game. Roman Josi leads the team with 81 points, and he is first in points, tied for second in goals, and first in assists among defensemen in the league. Philip Forsberg has 37 goals in 53 games played, and Matt Duchene has 67 points. Nashville is 6-0 in the last 6 home games against Ottawa. The Ottawa Senators will be without Nikita Zaitsev and Jake Sanderson, booked defensemen, in this matchup. Nashville is averaging 3.26 goals per game as a team, while Ottawa is only averaging 2.6. Ottawa is giving up 3.25 goals per game on average to their opponents. The Ottawa Senators look like a team that's ready for the season to end, and they get absolutely clapped on the road. The Nashville Predators are coming off a couple of strong weeks, and they need to take advantage of games like this at home to finally clinch a playoff berth. The Predators have won 7 of the last 10 meetings against the Senators, so the Nashville Predators to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Ottawa has seen the under go 38-25-2 in their 65 games on the year. The Senators have seen an average total of 5.85 goals per game on the year. That number climbs slightly to an average of 6.1 goals per contest as the road team this season. Nashville has seen the over post a 40-26 mark in their 66 games this season entering this one. The Predators have seen an average of 6.17 goals per game overall this season, though that number drops down to 5.68 goals per game on home ice this season. Ottawa has gone over the number in 5 of their last 9 games with 1 push, while the Predators have 8 overs in their last 9 contests. Defense and goaltending have been poor for the Senators. They rank 22nd in goals against per game and 26th in shots against per game. Their offense has been playing better lately. The Sens scored 3 goals or more in 7 out of their last 10 games. Nashville scored 3 goals or more in 8 out of the last 10 games, and they rank 12th in goals per game. Roman Josi leads the Predators with 81 points, and he is first in points, tied for second in goals, and first in assists among defensemen in the league. Philip Forsberg has 37 goals in 53 games played, and Matt Duchene has 67 points on the season. The over has hit in 7 out of the last 10 games between these two teams. With Nashville being an over machine of late, look for this one to be a higher than expected total that edges over the mark. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Flyers versus Minnesota Wild. It's an interconference clash between teams in opposite situations in relation to the playoff race in the Twin Cities. The Philadelphia Flyers are on the road as they travel to face the Minnesota Wild Tuesday night. Philadelphia ended up on the short end of a 5-4 contest with Nashville on the road Sunday evening in their previous contest. Minnesota edged Colorado 3-2 in overtime at home Sunday night in their most recent game. In the last 10 meetings, the Flyers own a 6-4 advantage, but the Wild have won 2 straight meetings. That includes a 5-4 road win in the first meeting this season back on March 3rd. Minnesota is battling for a top 3 spot in the NHL Western Conference and currently trails the second-place Calgary Flames by just 4 points, but is well off the pace against first-place Colorado, trailing the Avalanche by 14 points. The Wild have won each of their last 6, and Minnesota has defeated Philadelphia in 4 out of the last 6 meetings between the two. The Wild are scoring an average of 3.63 goals per game, which is 3rd in the NHL, and will face a Flyers blue line and goalie that are allowing an average of 3.47 goals per game, which is 25th. Minnesota goalie Cam Talbot is allowing an average of 2.8 goals per game but has won each of his last 5 starts. Talbot has only one appearance this season against Philadelphia and was a 5-4 winner on March 3rd, stopping 26 of 30 shots faced in goal. I get the case to be made for an underdog in certain spots, but there's just no backing the Flyers as they are pretty much just playing out the string as the days wind down. Minnesota is back to playing some solid hockey and are really good at home, so the Minnesota Wild to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In Philadelphia's 66 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 34-31-1. So far, the team has been less likely to go over the betting line when playing on the road, going just 14-17-1. On the season, 55% of Philadelphia's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 44% of the scoring coming from the Flyers. In Minnesota's 64 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 37-25-2. So far, taking the over when the Wild are playing at home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 20-10-1. On the season, 62% of Minnesota's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 54% of the scoring coming from the Wild. In the only meeting between these two on March 3rd, a total of 9 goals were scored, which easily surpassed the closing line of 5.5 goals. The total has finished over in 4 out of Philadelphia's last 5, and much of that is due to Philadelphia allowing an average of 3.47 goals per game. Minnesota is scoring an average of 3.63 goals per game. It's true the Wild added a great goaltender in Marc-Andre Fleury. However, the Wild's potent goal scoring should take care of the majority of this total, nearing 4 goals per game at home. They are primed to put up big numbers knowing they face a weak Flyers goaltending and need every win they can to maintain their lead on the Predators in the Central Division. Kirill Kaprizov has recorded a point in 13 of his last 15 games and is on a mission to prove himself as the next face of the NHL. Even if the Wild don't cover the 6 themselves, the last meeting between these two proves the Flyers can hold up their end. Just the beginning of this month, they totaled 9 goals. Even if we don't get to 9 goals, Minnesota should run wild enough to get us over the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.